Alright, today I wanted to show a couple cards that I picked up on eBay for dirt cheap, and I wanted to do a little quick story on them, not super long here, if I can find the envelope for it. I had it open earlier, but maybe I will show that in a minute if I can get to it. The cards, I want to say, were between $2.50 and $3 each via auction, and the shipping was probably $2.50, $3. It came out to like 8 something, I believe, for the pair of them. One of them was Jamie Anderson, and the other one was Katie Ulander. Her dad played baseball back in the 1960s, Ted Ulander. Jeff Wilson called him Ted Erlander, probably because he needs glasses, but anyway. We got two of the 2026 Olympic cards here. We've got the Ulander numbered, I think, 250, and then we got the Anderson number 199. That's some sort of aqua and pink or purple parallel or something like that. So very cool to have those. I guess a blaster box is $25. Whether or not I'd be able to get one here or I'd have to order one from David Adams or something like that, I don't really know. But I really don't want to, do a blaster box if I don't have to. Every year a set comes out, and I want to do a box or so and see if I can build a base set, and it never happens. I get very, very close. There's only one set that I'm very close of a couple cards on. I think it's 200 cards in the set, if I'm not mistaken. But I want to show you very quickly here, if I can get to it here. I want to get out of my backdrops thing here. We're looking up the 2026 Olympics team, and if there's 200 cards in here, there are 232 athletes, including 98 returning Olympics and 33 medalists. So you will not be able to get all of the Olympic athletes, if not very few of them. Every year we get a bunch of Olympic athletes that didn't make it. We get a bunch of retired athletes now. So in the Topps Chrome, we have people like Shaun White, and Shaun White has never had Olympic cards for decades. It seems like decades until now, which makes no sense. So we have some Olympic rookie cards, if that makes any kind of sense there, which it doesn't. So, and there's tons like Ted Ligety probably, and I can't remember Ted Ligaty's in the set, but Bodie Miller's in the set. So yeah, you get a bunch of Olympic, I don't want to say Olympic hopefuls, because that's what they used to have it. So I don't know what they're calling it this year, but very happy to have these cards for next to nothing via auction. I don't know if you get one numbered per blaster or two. I don't think you get the manufactured relic anymore. And yeah, it's a whole different product and a whole different type of thing now. And whether or not we will have a decent Olympics is beyond, is remains to be seen. Hopefully it'll be nice and civil. It's coming up like practically next week even maybe, and hopefully there won't be a lot of booing for different countries. So we'll just hope that we can have a nice and fun and fair Olympics this year. So there is that one there. I wanted to mention also that somebody sent me a care package. They know who they are. I might know who they are, and I didn't want to post it until I get any messages from them. I haven't heard anything. I got that about 3 or 4 days ago. And also I misplaced a card, which is the more important thing. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning in here, and I want to do a quick little shout out to them. And I will show that when I can get a chance to do that. And anything else we have here, because I don't want to make a crazy long video. Oh yes, so back to the Olympic cards there. They spent $8.75 for shipping. Okay, that's less than what I paid for the cards. That's less what I paid for the shipping. I want to say that that's what I paid total, not even hardly total, for the entire 2-card order. I mean, this stinky, ridiculous, bitsy, teensy, weensy yellow non-polka dot envelope cost almost $9 to ship 2 trading cards here. People are losing money left and right due to eBay and the U.S. Postal Service. So I don't know what to do. Some people are doing the old stamp method and taking a chance that the cards actually get to the people. I mean, eBay is the Wild West right now. You thought Whatnot was bad, but man, people are just claiming that they didn't arrive, dented corners, yelling at people that the shipping was too high, all these kind of crazy things here. So you haven't seen a lot of stuff from me buying things. Now, I will say that I'm doing another test order through Burbank Sports Cards, and I couldn't remember if I have 20 cards or 30 cards. And the shipping looks like it'll be about $11 or $12 for that. So is it worth it? Perhaps. We shall see. And the reason why I have to go back, or I'm sorry, COMC, did I say Burbank Sports Cards? I have a kind of a weird sleep schedule today for some reason. So what I meant to say was COMC, and there are cards on there that I just can't get anywhere else. And if I get them through the dreaded eBay, it adds another 50 cents to the cards or whatever, or $1. So and then the shippings are super weird on it because they've got cards that are $6 shipping, they got cards that are $5 shipping, and they got cards that are $3 shipping. So no earthly idea. I think it's just maybe when they were listed. So what else do I have before I finish out the video? I think that's pretty much it. I should have a video tomorrow. I uploaded my latest record video here, and I wanted to do a quick little update on that. So the video is going fine. I got the first shelving unit done. I'm on to the second shelving unit, and I had to dip into a different box to add some extra records to the end of it because I had some editing timing issues. So there was a few more records that got put into that. And I'm still having a little bit of lighting issues, so hopefully everybody can see things. There were a couple of records that had a couple of, and again, a lot of record collectors are not sure what to do when it comes to artistic images. So there were a couple of, I say, artistic images in the last one, and one of them I left the plastic on the record so you couldn't see anything. And then the one at the end there, the images were so far away that you also couldn't see anything, if that makes any sense there. I'm trying not to, and if there's anything really super deplorable, I will try to maybe put a cover over that, because I know I want to keep this channel to where you can't see any kind of, things like that, or you really shouldn't have to if you're not expecting to do that. And also the clips were so short that you would have noticed anyway. So hopefully, all fingers crossed. I don't know if you can cross all of them. I tried to cross all the fingers at once. But I'll be heading off to the swap meet probably in about an hour from now. And it's really hard, really crazy to think about. Maybe even closer to a half an hour. Because a swap meet basically opens around the 6 o'clock benchmark. That's bananas. And so it's, a good time for vendors to set up, and also it's early bird, $5 to get in. The swap meet was yesterday, and some people do that day because it's set up, and so people can, while people are getting set up, they don't know exactly what they're doing to things, so there are deals to be had there. But, hopefully, because it was an amazing day yesterday, it was over 60 degrees in January for Oregon, with virtually zero rain yesterday. It was just absolutely spoiled. I went outside and I said, man, I'm getting hot. I need to, not wear a jacket. So I wasn't wearing a jacket. And today we should have a little bit of rain, but towards the end of the day. And it should be another day where we are just absolutely ridiculously spoiled. Where the rest of the country is in terrible weatherland. I don't know how Oregon is getting off scot-free. I don't know what scot-free means, but we'll figure that one out for another video. Anyway, that's about it there. But I also wanted to mention that I will be on the hunt for some vinyl records, and I'm hoping that one of the record vendors that was $1 last week will be back to the dollar bin, and I can find some more stuff. I passed on some really interesting things there that weren't, maybe not necessarily meant, because I haven't had the greatest of luck with this particular vendor with condition, but this time everything was just fine. So I hope that I can get my shopping done early, and that way I can kind of, be a little less serious in the day, because I've got several plans. I'm looking for vintage photographs for somebody, and I'm looking for some, things that I can do stuff with. So I want to get that done early, and then hopefully I can get down to business and throw a couple of things on my friend's table and pay for the afternoon, sell them and get them out the door. So it should be a fun, exciting, and very unpredictable day. And let me know if you have any plans to get any Olympic cards or know anything about them, or have decided that you want to build a set. Like I said, every year every time they come out with a set, I try building it, and it just gets too impossible to do that, because people ask, if you're going to build a set here, I would say start off with a numbered cards early on. During the Olympics, these things are going to be stupid crazy, especially if they're in the Olympics currently, like Chloe Kim. So hope everybody has a great weekend, and thank you for watching.